Tom Cruise's rise to fame wasn't born from a fairy tale, but from the rubble of a difficult childhood. Born in 1962 in Syracuse, New York, Tom came from a humble Catholic family. His father, Thomas Cruise Mapother III, was an electrical engineer, but struggled with employment. His mother, Mary Lee, was an amateur actress who supported the family through teaching. Growing up, Tom faced many obstacles, especially the difficult relationship with his father, who was both violent and unpredictable. Tom was often the target of his father's anger, and he learned early that if you weren't strong, someone else would control your life. His formative years were marked by fear, constant moving due to his father's lack of stability, and his struggles with dyslexia, a condition that led to cruel mockery from his peers. This tumultuous upbringing would shape Tom into the determined man he would become. The struggles of dyslexia and the path to acting. At the age of 12, Tom was diagnosed with dyslexia. School became an unbearable experience, and he was often mocked by his classmates. However, the real blow came from his father, who called him a failure. This relationship left deep scars, but it also instilled in Tom a burning desire to prove himself. Despite being bullied, Tom found solace in acting. The stage was a place where he could escape the constraints of his reality and become anyone he wanted to be. His talent caught the eye of directors during high school, and after moving to New York, he began working odd jobs to fund his dream of becoming an actor. His first taste of the industry came when he landed a small role in Endless Love in 1981, marking the start of what would soon become an extraordinary journey. The early years, grit, and ambition. After landing his first role in Endless Love, Tom Cruise's ambition only grew. He was hungry to prove himself, diving deep into each role with a raw intensity that impressed everyone he worked with. His breakthrough came in 1983 with the film Risky Business. His portrayal of a charming and rebellious teenager struck a chord with audiences. Yet, while his career was taking off, Tom struggled with the pressure of newfound fame. This success was bittersweet, as it came with the realization that Hollywood was not just a place for art, but also a business. Despite this, Tom's commitment to his craft only deepened. He wanted to be seen as more than just a pretty face. He wanted to be respected as a serious actor. His drive would soon lead him to even bigger opportunities. The iconic rise Top Gun and A Star is Born. In 1986, Tom Cruise reached global stardom with Top Gun, playing the role of Maverick, a confident and daring Navy pilot. Tom became the embodiment of American ideals of pride, freedom, and strength. The film's success skyrocketed his career, making him one of Hollywood's top stars. But behind the accolades, Tom was wrestling with his own identity. The role of Maverick became a double-edged sword, trapping him in the archetype of the fearless action hero. As he tried to break free from this mold, Tom found himself constantly battling the expectations that came with his image. He realized that Hollywood's fascination with his charm and good looks was overshadowing his ability to portray more complex, nuanced roles. This struggle with identity became a constant theme throughout his career. The search for respect. Born on the 4th of July and artistic validation. In 1989, Tom Cruise faced a critical point in his career. After years of playing the lovable hero, he sought out a role that would earn him respect as a serious actor. Born on the 4th of July provided him with this opportunity. The film, which told the story of a Vietnam War veteran's struggles with physical and emotional trauma, required Tom to undergo a complete physical and mental transformation. He shaved his head, lived in a wheelchair for months, and committed fully to the role. This dedication paid off, earning him a Golden Globe and his first Oscar nomination. Despite the acclaim, Tom still struggled with his personal demons. The scars of his childhood trauma, his need for validation, and his fear of losing control pushed him to continue proving himself. not just to Hollywood but to himself. The darker side. Dealing with fame and internal struggles. Despite the success he was experiencing in the late 80s and early 90s, Tom Cruise's personal life began to unravel. The pressures of fame and the expectations placed on him took a toll. He became increasingly consumed with his need for control, and this obsession with perfection led him to make personal and professional decisions that further alienated him from others. He was now known not just as an actor, but as a producer and an influential figure in Hollywood. This power, however, came at a price, as Tom moved from one blockbuster to the next, including A Few Good Men Ends and Interview with the Vampire Sidechild. His quest for artistic respect and control over his career deepened. But even as his star power grew, he felt the loneliness of a man who had built walls around himself, unable to truly connect with anyone. The turning point, Mission: Impossible and redefining Hollywood stardom. In 1996, Tom Cruise launched Mission: Impossible, a film that would change his career and the landscape of Hollywood action films forever. Not only did he star in the film, but he also produced it, marking the beginning of his transformation from actor to mogul. The success of Mission: Impossible catapulted him into the realm of Hollywood royalty, but it also revealed the extent of his obsessive need for control. As the producer, Tom oversaw every aspect of the film from the script to the marketing campaign. The Mission: Impossible franchise would go on to gross billions worldwide, but the price of this success was high. Tom's need for perfection and control continued to drive him, often creating tension with colleagues and producers. But in the world of Hollywood, there was no denying his power. The fear of losing control, Scientology, and personal turmoil. In the midst of his rising fame, Tom Cruise's personal life took a dramatic turn. In the early 1990s, he became involved with the Church of Scientology, an organization that would soon dominate much of his life. Tom found solace in Scientology's teachings, believing that it helped him overcome his struggles with dyslexia. As he grew more involved with the church, he became its most visible advocate. This devotion, however, led to public controversies, particularly when he criticized actress Brooke Shields for taking medication to treat postpartum depression. His zeal for Scientology and its influence on his life became a source of public scrutiny. As his fame grew, so did the controversies surrounding his personal beliefs, further complicating his already complex relationship with fame and control. The never-ending pursuit of perfection, life in the spotlight. As Tom Cruise entered his 50s, he continued to defy expectations. He performed increasingly dangerous stunts in his Mission: Impossible films, solidifying his reputation as a man who would do anything for his art. His commitment to physical perfection became legendary, with his willingness to risk life and limb for the sake of a scene. But this obsession with control and perfection continued to take a toll on his personal life. Tom's need to be the best, to never let his guard down, meant that he often found himself in a lonely place. His career, marked by incredible achievements, was built on a foundation of self-doubt and fear. Yet, Tom remained one of the most successful actors in Hollywood, continually proving that nothing was impossible for him. Tom Cruise, the legacy of an imperfect legend. Today, Tom Cruise stands as a symbol of Hollywood's unyielding ambition, a man who has conquered both the industry and the personal struggles that once defined him. From his difficult childhood to his journey through fame, Tom's life has been one of relentless pursuit, of control, of perfection, and of freedom. His legacy is not just built on his box office success, but on the sheer willpower that allowed him to rise from the ashes of his past. However, Behind the glitz and glamour of his Hollywood career, there lies a man who has sacrificed much for the sake of his craft. Tom Cruise may have never fully escaped his past, but he has certainly reshaped the future of Hollywood in his image. And in doing so, he has created a legacy that will never be forgotten.